I think the great, mind you, great California wines stack up.
Darling, on this occasion, nothing but Lafitte Rothschild.
Oh,
How you doing, Beth?
I think you should taste it, all right?
If you mean, am I getting off on being toasted with overpriced wine? The answer is no.
No, well, actually, what I meant is, are you feeling okay?
Look at them. When they needed me, they wouldn't let me out of their sight. They nodded and held my hand and oozed sincerity. Now, when they talk, there's a distance behind their eyes. They think Bess has been handled, and their minds are already moving on to other matters.
Well, I'm sure they're just excited. You can understand that, right?
That's right. This is still all new to you. What a shame.
What?
What's going to happen to you when the family fortune gets hold of your soul? You think you're immune?
Excuse me, cousin, I need for you to settle a dispute between me and Aunt Alex here. Taste.
Come on, Alan Michael, I'm not a connoisseur of wine.
But he knows what he likes.
Come on, come on.
All right, okay.
Just do it for me. Humor me.
Pick this one.
You know, they're both good, but something has led me to this one. I don't know what it was.
Sorry, Aunt Alex, okay? Youth before experience here, I told you.
Listen, Alan Michael, I saw the way Alexandra was at that press conference, and I thought you handled yourself really well.
Well, that's the way you have to be with Alexandra if you're going to do business with her. Are you okay?
No, not okay.
Blake, you act as if something was done to Roger, and it was my idea to do it.
Well, maybe you're just a little too into this for my taste.
He broke the law. I did my job. I'm not going to apologize for doing it well.
He's gone. He's really gone.
Slipped out the back door.
I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Why would he not show up?
He knew it was a lost cause.
My father run from a fight? I don't think so.
If Roger cut his losses and left, it wouldn't be the first time, Blake. Honey, he's gone. But I'm still here.
I know. Just his disappearing. Something is not right about it. It just feels bad.
See, Blake?
You don't know what to say, so don't say anything.
Did either of you happen to see where Lucy Cooper went to?
Gotta be in here somewhere. Sounds like my dad's car.
Well, would you know why it's been sitting in the parking lot since last night?
Out of gas?
Look, I don't think so. If your father left the party last night on foot, where do you think he'd go? So you're telling me you have no idea why Roger Thorpe's car was in the parking lot since last night?
Maybe it broke down.
No, it's still running.
And nobody's seen Thorpe?
Well, I haven't. Maybe somebody else on the staff did.
No, we already checked them all.
Tell me about Thorpe's ex. What was his relationship like with her?
Which ex?
The sexy one.
Not very good from what I understand.
Hello.
Congratulations
For what?
for winning the case.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's not why you wanted to see me, is it?
No. I want to talk to you about getting a restraining order against Eve Guthrie.
What is it? What happened? What happened? No, calm down, calm down. What happened? Did you cut yourself? What? What is it? Oh, my God.
You left the radio on.
You're not listening to me.
She turned the radio off. She left the house. She came back, and it was playing.
Eve turned it on. Somehow she got into my house after I left.
Why would Eve do that?
Because she wants me to think I'm losing my mind.
She's a dangerous woman.
Wait a minute, isn't it just possible that you left the radio on? Maybe the alarm was set.
No, I'm positive. Other things have been happening, too. Little things. Objects move. But it's all geared toward shaking me up.
She wants to drive Mom crazy, or at least make her believe she is.
So, can you get me one of these restraining orders?
Holly, you have to prove a clear and present danger. Now, I don't know if a judge would react, to what you're saying to me.
She's threatened me.
Without a witness, that doesn't do you much good.
Wait a minute, Ross, do you believe Mom or not?
I believe that Holly is frightened and that something is going on with Eve Guthrie.
But you don't believe me totally because Eve is Ed's girlfriend and Ed is your best friend.
Holly, Ed is a very perceptive man. Now, if Eve is as dangerous as you're making her out to be, don't you think Ed would sense it?
He's sleeping with her, Ross. He may not be leading with his brain these days.
All right, enough of that kind of talk, okay? You've known Ed for a long time, Holly. You know how sound his judgment is.
I'm sorry. I think he's making a big mistake.
Come on. Blake, you stay here.
What are you going to do?
We're going to take care of this right now. Come on, Holly.
All right. Can I get a scotch soda, please? And, you what?
Tom Collins.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Spaulding,
That's
but,
all right. The drinking age is 21.
Yeah, I know.
Did you also know that you're still 20? She'll have a Collins minus the Tom. Lucy, get clean.
Yeah, they feel sticky.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, go get your rag, okay?
Whoop. I saw that.
Detective Cutter. What are you going to do about my father?
Find him. We'll be in touch. Look, I'll meet you in the car.
Well, maybe you want to go next door. You can go see my Uncle Ed. He's a doctor. He can take a look at you.
I don't need a doctor. It's not my blood. Look, why don't we just get a flashlight and go back down there and figure out what it was, okay?
Well, I think it'd probably be a better idea if he did it. Right, Detective Cotter?
Is there a problem, Mr. Spaulding?
No, there's no problem, but... Look, why don't I just show you, okay? Come on, I'll be right back, okay?
Sorry to barge in on you like this, Eve, but a situation has come up that we feel should come out in the open.
What kind of situation is?
Well, Holly came to me with a problem that I think we should solve personally rather than legally, but perhaps this is not the best time.
Why? Because I'm here? I mean, if there's a problem, I'd like to hear about it. I mean, that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Come on in. I welcome the opportunity to get this all out on the table.
So what now, Holly?
This wasn't my idea. Ross thought we should try it this way. Frankly, I don't know what else we have to say to each other.
So, Ross, you're saying that Holly has come to you for advice about a situation with Eve?
Yes, that's right. I thought we could resolve this amongst friends as adults.
That's not really my question. What I'm asking is, are you here as Holly's friend or are you here as Holly's lawyer?
At the moment, as her friend.
I asked Ross to get me a restraining order against Eve.
I can't believe you did that after we talked.
Look, Ed, we haven't done anything yet, and I want to avoid legal action. And to be honest, I'm doing this as much for Blake as anybody. She's had enough family scandal lately. Probably haven't heard the hearing is over. The Spauldings are getting the company back from Jenna and Roger.
Well, I'm sorry that Blake is having a rough day, but I guess that's the burden of being Roger Thorpe's daughter. 'Cause I know what it feels like to be accused of doing things that you have nothing to do with. So I am glad that you're here so that we can finally get this out in the open and I can defend myself against all your false accusations, Holly.
False Come on. You know it's what's been happening. You've been trying to scare me. You locked me into that vault at the lab, and you keep coming over to my house and saying all these weird things. And the final straw is that you break into my house and leave the radio on so that I will know you were there.
What are you talking about? You're trying to make me sound like I'm crazy when you're the one who has lost your mind. What are you talking about with all these false accusations? This is like a witch hunt or something. Why don't you just go on and do it? Do it! Go ahead and get a restraining order. Charge me with something, but give me a forum where I can defend myself. But I want you to know, as soon as you do, I'm going to countersue for defamation of character because I am sick and tired of you.
No, wait a minute. This is exactly what we're trying to avoid. Ed, would you please tell her that it does not have to come to this?
Maybe it does. Holly, I want you to leave now.
What?
You said your piece. Is there any other point you want to make? Just get out, okay? Get out. Get out.
Come on.
You too, Ross. Get out.
No, look, why can't we try and resolve this amongst
You
ourselves?
wouldn't have dragged Holly over here if you didn't believe her accusations against Eve. Now get the hell out!
Look, I take Holly seriously. And you know what surprises me is how positive you are that Holly is lying, considering the fact you didn't even bother to hear her out. Good night.
Well, you know what? I don't feel very hungry anymore. I don't think I'm going to cook dinner. Maybe we should just call it a night.
No, let's do this. It's just the two of us now. And I need some answers.
I mean, it wasn't a real expensive necklace. It wasn't like it was diamonds or anything, but, my dad gave it to me when I was 16, so, you know, it kind of meant something to me. He hopped all his favorite records because he knew how much I liked it. But when I went back to give it another try, once this potting shed, you've ever been there? It's dark, so I had to crawl down on the ground, and all of a sudden I felt something sticky, and I brought my hands up into the light, and there was blood all over them. Oh, it just scared the living daylights out of me. I'm sure they're all fine. It just feels sticky.
What did you say?
About what?
About blood. Something about blood being on your hands?
Yeah, it was weird.
Was somebody hurt?
No, it wasn't anything like that. I mean, we're in a country club, right? It's not like you go stumbling over dead horses in a country club.
I did. Once.
You what?
Floating face down in the pool.
You're kidding.
Some bad things can happen to anybody. Anytime, any place. Jerry, can I use the phone, please? Thank you.
guys, keep your hands in your pockets. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, well, Lucy already did.
Yeah, we know.
It's broken glass.
Recent?
Looks like it.
Any idea what broke?
Yeah, there's a bullet hole. Call forensics.
Wait a minute, you think that somebody got shot here?
Look, you're gonna have to go outside now, Mr. Spaulding, please. Now, don't leave the grounds. We might have a few questions for you a little later.
Yeah, sure.
Let me know as soon as you get back anything on those prints, all right?
We're finished here, sir.
Okay, let's hit it outside. There are at least a dozen tracks outside that rear window. I need casts made of all of them.
Gotcha.
What do you got, forensics?
There's no body in evidence, but it's human blood.
Yeah, well, whoever blood it is isn't very lucky.
You say there was no accident reported?
None, right, Levy?
Well, the club didn't make any, and all the hospitals are accounted for.
Look, can you give me some idea as to what time this happened?
20, maybe 21 hours ago.
It's 10, 11 o'clock last night. What are you doing here, Mr. Spaulding? I thought I shipped you out.
You told me to stay on the premises.
Mm-hmm. I said the grounds. This is a restricted area. I'll find you if I need you.
Look, you wouldn't have known this was even here if I hadn't alerted you to it.
What do you want me to do? Thank you? Thank you. Goodbye. There's just one thing, though. I remember last night you were worried that something would go wrong.
Yeah, well, obviously something did.
Mm-hmm. But nothing serious to your family. I mean, the Spauldings are back on top. You got back everything you wanted.
Am I supposed to be getting your point here?
There's no point. Who do you think might have caught a bullet last night?
I don't know.
You've been standing there all this time and you don't have any idea what happened?
You think it was a shooting?
Well, just suppose. I mean, let's do a little speculating here. Let's kick around a few names. You know, possible people that might be candidates to get whacked. How about that guy that you were worried was going to shaft your family in court? Hmm?
Roger?
Well, I was thinking that maybe that's the reason he didn't show up at the courthouse.
You think someone shot Roger Thorpe?
Got something.
What?
A pocket watch. Blood's all over it.
Can I help you?
No,
Hey,
thank
Alex.
you.
Would you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Well, I'm not rubbernecking, if that's what you think. This property, that hedge over there, separates my property from the club.
The property you're getting back, you mean?
Yes, finally.
So you're just out for a stroll? In the dark?
Well, it's not so dark if you take the country club road, you know. I do it all the time, used to do it, yes. You know, a few years ago, they started a petition to gate in the golf course, you know. Which would have made me take the long way around, so naturally I fought it and I won.
But you don't get the property back until midnight.
Janet turns into a pumpkin then. You're absolutely right, Detective Clutter.
Cutter, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Yes. Miss Bradshaw is going to be in my house until midnight. Right beyond that hedge, up that path. Excuse me. Alan, Michael, would you join me for a minute?
Sure.
What is the matter with that man?
You explain how he acted.
Ed is resisting. He didn't want to talk about it. He didn't even want to admit that there could be a problem with Eve.
But you're acknowledging that I could be right.
I never thought you were lying, Holly, and it's certainly a strange series of events involving a woman with a history of problems.
But you all but said that Mom can't ask for legal protection based upon what she suspects.
Not from the police, no.
Then whom?
Well, if there is another incident, I would suggest getting personal security until this blows over.
Hi. Sorry, I kept you waiting so long. You ready to go?
Excuse me. What happened?
What do you mean?
Potting shed, the blood. What happened?
They really don't have any answers right now, okay? Is she about ready to go?
Sure.
Yeah, whoa. Do you have anything to drink?
No, I'm underage, remember?
Yeah, all right. Good night, Blake.
I don't feel so good. I really don't feel like eating anything or being around a lot of people.
Okay, come on, I know just the place.
Well, Lucy Cooper and Alan Michael found blood in the potting shed.
I didn't know Alan Michael was into botany. Why is he foraging around potting sheds?
All I know is that Mom's date, Detective Cutter, is down there at the shed checking things out.
Speaking of Springfield's finest.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Alex.
Join us?
Thanks anyway, but I'm feeling a little at 6s and 7s, so I thought I'd just go to my room, get my things together for the move.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Detective Cutter, I understand there's evidence of potential foul play in the potting shed.
There's no need to keep a lid on this anymore. We found blood down there, and in the middle of it, this little bauble.
Mom?
I know who that belongs to. Is that blood?
Yeah, I'll call you back. Yeah, it's blood. You know who that belongs to, Holly? You want to sit down?
Blake, you don't have to stay for this.
No, if Mom wants to talk to the police, I'm staying.
I bought this for him. It was a long time ago. It was in the early 70s in Greenwich Village, New York City. I never saw another one like it. It's Roger's. It belongs to Roger Thorpe. Yes, I bought it for him in the early 70s, a long time ago in Greenwich Village, New York City. I've never seen another one like it. Yes, it's Roger's. It belongs to Roger Thorpe.
You'll swear on this, Holly?
I had a holly leaf engraved on the side there instead of my name.
What's up?
There it is. Look, we got an ID. The watch belongs to Roger Thorpe.
Wait. This doesn't prove anything. Just because the watch was found where the blood was found, that doesn't mean that my father shot somebody.
Honey, that's not what they're saying.
Oh, the hell it isn't. You know, I'm really sick of people just assuming that if something goes bad, my father did it.
Blake, you don't understand. What they're saying is your father is the one who could be hurt.
Why don't we just go home? I'm sure Patrick will let us know if anything turns up.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Honey, remember what Levy said about speculating.
He's right. Even if Roger isn't shot, it's likely he could have something to do with this, so you should prepare yourself for something. I'm not trying to borrow trouble. It's just I know him better than you do.
So do I. And whatever reason he was in that potting shed, it wasn't for potting.
Well, I just want to make sure that he's not hurt.
Well, of course he's not hurt. He just wants us to think he is.
You have a theory, Alex? I hope it's not too Agatha Christie.
Actually, it's really not very complicated, Ross. It was the night before the hearing. He decided to create this debacle at my son's engagement party. So, because he saw the handwriting on the wall, he realized he was going to go down in defeat. So he just staged this whole little getaway. He's probably off sunning himself in some island, waiting for the newspapers to report his memorial. As though anyone would show up to eulogize Roger Thorpe.
Oh, shut up, Alex. That's my father you're talking about.
And I'm talking about a man who tried to steal everything I own. And if you think I'm going to let that go unpunished, you're absolutely wrong. As for all this blood they're trying to analyze, if that turns out to be Roger's, I tell you, I am going to start mobilizing immediately. I'm going to send scouts scouring this planet to find him and to bring him back. And then I'll start spilling a little blood for real.
Oh, you really are vicious. You're right up piece of work, Alexander.
That's enough.
No wonder my dad said those things.
Oh, Blake. Dear Blake, you are going to live long enough to regret this. And as for dear Daddy, we'll just see about that, won't we?
Jerry, can you get me the phone?
Have you found out my father's blood type yet?
I'm just gonna call him now.
I should know it, but I don't.
Well, you have to know a lot more than type to make a match. I mean, that's why we have labs.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny, though. He's my father, and there are so many things that I don't know about him. But I tell you what I do know. He didn't shoot anybody, and he didn't get shot, and he's not hurt.
Look, I'm sure you're right. Look, we'll know something soon.
Do you think Blake's gonna be okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go home.
Look, why don't you let us drive you? You look a little shaky yourself.
Do I? I don't know. Seeing that watch, just something.
You afraid for him?
No. I'm more concerned for her. If something happens to him, it'll be devastating for her. Gonna be okay?
Oh, sure I am. This has nothing to do with Daddy.
She's gonna be fine.
Okay. Well, I want to get going then, so you call me, whatever reason, whenever.
I will. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Good night.
All right, let me know as soon as you can. All right.
Detective, would you do me a favor and call me if anything? And that watch, could I have it when you're through with it?
Sure.
Thank you. Good night.
Pat. Look. We got the floodlights, and I went out with the groundskeeper. Tire tracks from a golf cart go right up to the shed where we found the blood, and another set of tire tracks go away.
Where do they go?
Straight to the river. So what we got no body, and trail to the river.
Well, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Does not bode well for Mr. Thorpe.